for this 2026 22 and under national championship gold medal game between the visiting Windsor Selects and the home team, Manitoba. Here's the starting lineup for Windsor. Batting first, the second baseman number 1, Cohen Merritt. Batting second, the center fielder number 28, Brian Lee. Batting third, the right fielder number 77, Nash Drieger. Batting fourth, the catcher number 22, Lucas Laprice. Batting fifth, the shortstop number 11, Sawyer Pace. Batting sixth, the left fielder number 12, Sam Shepard. Batting seventh, the first baseman number 34, Cannon Gale. Batting eighth, the third baseman number 12, number 13, Brady Campbell. And batting ninth, the designated hitter number 23, Andrew Sleeman. Starting pitcher for the Windsor Selects is number 26, Will Greer. Here's a starting lineup for Caroline, Manitoba. Batting first, the second baseman number 35, Cody Wilgosh. Batting second, the catcher number 34, Cal Legacy. Batting third, the center fielder number 68, Brady Papineau. Batting fourth, the left fielder number 10, Ryan Powers. Batting fifth, the designated hitter number 26, Dayton Christensen. Batting sixth, the right fielder number 30, Joe Klett. Batting seventh, the third baseman number 24, Jackson Penner. Batting eighth, the first baseman number 44, Mike Lindsay. Batting ninth, the shortstop number 2, Cedric Legacy. Starting pitcher for Manitoba is number 39, Connor Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the gold medal game between the Windsor Selects and the Carillon Sultans, please welcome the Member of Provincial Parliament for Windsor-Essex, Mr. Andrew Dowie, who will throw out the ceremonial first pitch.
Hello and welcome back to the U22 National Baseball Championships here on We Digital. It's Alexa Mognon coming to you live from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. If you were with us earlier, we saw Halifax win the bronze medal over Sarnia. Next up, we have the gold medal game between Windsor and Manitoba. There's a great crowd turnout today for the highly anticipated rematch between these two teams. When they met earlier this tournament, Manitoba took the win and it went to extra innings. As for Windsor, they'll be looking to go back-to-back as they are the defending national champions. Let's go up to Brett Hedges and Ted Beal in the booth.
Thank you very much, Alexa. Welcome everybody to Lacoste Park in beautiful Tecumseh, Ontario, the host venue of tonight's U22 Canadian Baseball Championship game between the Windsor Selects and the Carillon Sultans from Manitoba. Thanks for joining us. I am Brett Hedges alongside Ted Beal. And Ted, a bunch of baseball games have been going on in this region this past weekend, and it all comes down to this. After the 3-day round robin in which these two teams played 5 games. It comes down to Manitoba and Windsor here in the national championship.
Yeah, it's going to be an outstanding ball game. These are the two class programs that are in this this field of 6, and I think we've seen some tremendous baseball to this point. But I think we'll see some of our finest right here in this gold medal matchup.
As Alexa mentioned during her pre-game intro, these two teams met during the round robin, and it went to extra innings. And we will talk more about that after the Canadian national anthem. What a venue, what a setting, what a scene. The Canadian Junior Baseball Championship is just a few moments away here from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario, between the Windsor Selects and the Carillon Sultans from Manitoba. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. I am Brett Hedges alongside Ted Beal, and right now, here come the Carillon Sultans to take the field first. Starting pitcher for the Carillon Sultans is going to be number 39, Connor Martin, the left-handed pitcher. Behind the plate, Cal Legacy at first base, Mike Lindsay, Cody Wheelgosh at second, Cedric Lagasse, and Jackson Penner at third base. In the outfield, we'll have Ryan Powers, Cody Papineau, and Joe Plett from left to right field. This is Connor Martin, starting left-handed pitcher. We saw him on day 1 in a pitcher's duel with Seth Ainsworth of Sarnia, where he picked up 80 pitches and helped his team get a win, part of an impressive 2-0 start that they yielded after a doubleheader on Thursday. Here's the starting lineup for the Windsor Selects. Leading off is number 1, Cohen Merritt, the second baseman. In center fielder, will bat second. That is Ryan Lee. Nash Dreger will bat third. Lucas Laprice will bat fourth, the cleanup spot. The catcher, the shortstop, Sawyer Pace, is the number 5 hitter. Sam Shepard in left field will bat sixth. Cannon Gale, the first baseman, will bat 7th. Brady Campbell, the third baseman, will bat 8th. And Andrew Sleeman will be the designated hitter for the Windsor Selects today. Beautiful weather for a beautiful Sunday afternoon baseball game here, Ted.
Yeah, outstanding footage here we have from our drone here at We Digital. Credit to the folks at We Digital. We're seeing views of Lake St. Clair and obviously the community at large here in Tecumseh, Ontario, which is a beautiful baseball town and well supported. We've got it stacked, bleachers across both baselines as well as behind the plate. This is going to be a great setting for a great championship as we get to see some outstanding young men play the game they love.
As we said, these two teams met in the round robin portion of this tournament. Manitoba won that one in extra innings in the 8th. We'll talk more about that in the later stages of the game. But starting off the Canadian National Championship for junior men's baseball, this is Cohen Merritt stepping into the batter's box to face off against Connor Martin, the left-handed pitcher from the Carillon Sultans. Ball low to start.
Connor Martin threw 5 innings, taking the win against Sarnia in the opening game through 80 pitches. Yielded very little in terms of hits and runs while striking out over 7 batters. So outstanding performance to start, and he's fresh.
Martin, 1-0, ball high. Two and 0 on Merritt for Martin. Big lefty goes through his windup, pumps the leg, and delivers. Strike right in the heart of the plate. 2-1. Two and one on Merritt, opening batter of the national championship. Strike on the outside. 2-2.
Cohen Merritt, as we've talked about, a couple of outstanding seasons in the junior college ranks in Ohio at Tri-C Community College.
Takes the 2-2 pitch, rips it foul.
He's bound for St. Clair College in the fall to continue his studies and athletic pursuits. I'm sure the Saints, with their very successful program, will be very glad to have that young man. He's been a good leadoff spot guy throughout the tournament.
2-2 after the foul ball. Martin goes through the windup. Off-speed pitch is a dribbler back to the mound. Martin gathers and collects it to first for the opening out. Good composure showed by Martin there after the bobble to complete the out at first. One away here in the first.
Center fielder number 28, Ryan Lee.
The center fielder, Ryan Lee, steps into the batter's box now, the number 2 hitter. Left-handed batsman.
Lee from Windsor.
Martin bounces one in, ball low. Lee will play center field for the Selects, the 1-0. Takes a strike, down low.
I apologize. Just a little bit great. So sorry.
The 1-1. Ball low. Martin trying to work the bottom of the zone here against Lee. Count is 2-1.
Lee with tremendous speed out of the left-hand batter's box. He'll make any infield worrisome with the ball on the ground.
The 2-1. Down low. 3-1 for Lee. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Count is 3-1 for Martin. The windup and pitch. Finds the outside corner for a called strike. Count is full. Lee steps into the box. Martin through his windup, delivers. That one's chopped foul down the first base line. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up for Ryan Lee. The 3-2. Chopped foul once again behind the screen. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up for Lee. The 3-2 once again. Swing and a miss. Second out, first strikeout for Connor Martin.
Lee was stubborn, but Martin stuck with it.
Right fielder number 77, Nash Drieger.
Two outs here in the first inning. Ball low. Nash Drieger steps into the batter's box. Nash has been very successful at the plate during this tournament. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. 1-1 count. Martin, the windup. That ball stays high. Ball 2. Martin, 2-1 count on Dreger. Outside, called for a strike.
Dreger swinging a hot bat coming in, batting .353 in the tournament. 6 RBIs so far. Scored 6 runs himself.
The 2-2 count. 2 outs here. Top of the first. That ball chopped foul.
Dreger, another player from the selects that's chosen to compete at Cuyahoga Community College, or Tri-C for the Triceratops. 305 average this past spring. 39 RBIs to go with 9 home runs.
The 2-2 offering is fouled off once again. Dreger protecting the outside half of that plate. Still in a 2-2 count. Martin delivers. Ball low. Good discipline from Dreger there.
Well, the selects have gone in order here. They are running up the pitch count for Martin. He's already at 20 pitches. Some of those these at-bats are going deep into the count.
Count is full. 3-2, the windup. Fouled back once again. So this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. It's 3rd foul ball.
Dreger with a good choke up on his bat, protecting that plate.
The 3-2. Martin. That is belted into left field and caught on the run for the 3rd out.
Great play by Powers. Lays out to secure the 3rd out of the top of the 1st. Great job.
The Windsor Selects go 3 up, 3 down, but not without some loud outs here in the top of the 1st inning of the U22 Canadian Baseball Championship.
I have just
Let's
been
meet
informed that
the starting defensive
Brewing
lineup for the
Company
Windsor Selects.
has
Starting pitcher today is
supplied
Will
free
Greer.
pizza.
Behind the plate
It will be served next to
is
the
going
beer
to
cans.
be Lucas
Thank you to
Laprice. At first base is going to be
Brewing.
Cannon Gale. Second base, Cohen Merritt. Sawyer Pace at shortstop, and Brady Campbell at 3rd. In the outfield, we'll have Sam Shepard in left, Ryan Lee in center, and Nash Dreger in right. Dreger got a hold of that last pitch there before snagged away by Ryan Powers there. Nice out.
Pretty good wood from Dreger, but
For Connor Martin, 23 pitches.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the Carillon Sultans from Manitoba. Leading off is going to be number 35, Cody Wheelgosh, the second baseman. The 2-hole, the catcher, Cal Legacy. The center fielder, Brady Papineau, will bat 3rd. Ryan Powers, the left fielder who just made that last out, will bat 4th. Dayton Christensen will be the DH and bat 5th. Joe Plepp, the right fielder, will bat 6th. Jackson Penner, the 3rd baseman, will bat 7th. Mike Lindsay, the first baseman, bats 8th. And Cedric Lagasse, the shortstop, will bat 9th. This is the starting pitcher for the Windsor Selects, Will Greer.
yeah, he's out of Point Edward, Ontario, Sarnia area, and he's actually in his first year with McGill University up in Quebec. He's appeared, he pitches actually as a pickup player for the Selects in this championship. He actually competes at the club level with Port Lambton. He's thrown 2 1/3 thus far, 70 pitches, so he's somewhat like Martin. He's got some miles on the tires, but with a long get back from Thursday, he's okay. He gave up 5 hits, 6 runs, only 2 earned, 5 walks, and 2 K on Thursday's outing.
So Will Greer will get the bump to start the national championship for the Windsor Selects. Went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 1st, but not without making Connor Martin work to get those outs for sure. Over 20 pitches in that 1st inning for Martin.
Leading off for Manitoba,
as we see Cody Wheelgosh
second
step into the
baseman,
batter's
number
box,
35,
number 35, the second
Cody
baseman for the
Wheelgosh.
Carillon Sultans.
Batting .389 coming into this championship game. Doing very well with 7 hits so far, including a home run to go with 6 RBIs to this point.
Greer works the windup and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike one. Oh and 1, start the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1 is chopped up into the air, popped up to the third baseman. Brady Campbell parks himself under it, records the out, and there's one away here in the bottom of the first.
Quick mention, Wheelgosh plays out of Valley
Catcher
City
number
State
34,
University in North
Cal
Dakota.
Legacy.
A native of Beausejour, Manitoba. As we get back to the live batter.
Stepping into the batter's box now, Cal Legacy, number 34. Greer out of the windup. Showing bunt and pulling it back on a ball outside for Legacy. That pulls the third baseman closer to home plate. The 1-0.
Just 308 for Legacy coming in.
Ball outside. 2-0.
When I say just 308, I didn't experience 300 hitting much in my career, so that's pretty good.
The 2-0 for Greer. Right down the heart of the plate for a called strike.
And typically 2-hole hitters, 308 batting average and moving runners is key. Obviously, his job is to allow for his teammates and be a bit of a setup man, which is outstanding that he can bat that high at that spot.
The 2-1. Ball outside, knocks the mask off of Laprice there.
Plate umpire will give some extra time. Cal is directly from Winnipeg. A little bit about Carillon. It's a community about less than an hour from Winnipeg, about southeastern side of Winnipeg. And Carillon is basically a traditional
3-1. It's low, walked him.
Electoral district or a neighborhood, but actually mostly out of the Steinbach area specifically.
Center fielder
And,
number
they have a
68,
great youth program there.
Brady
Obviously, it runs
Papano.
youth ball all the way up to the senior levels, and it's outstanding if they can supply that to the community there.
Man on, one out here as Brady Papano steps to the plate. The center fielder has been hitting a lot over this course of this weekend, and he fouls off the first pitch. Has played a good center field as well for them.
Also batting .389. One double so far, 6 RBIs.
Man at first gets pulled back on a pickoff attempt by Greer.
Papano from Lac de Bonnet or Bonnet, depending on how much French you use.
The 0-1 is chest high for ball one. Greer checks the runner. Papano with a slicing shot to Caden Gale. He snags it out of the air and records the unassisted double play. What a glove from Caden Gale.
Brings the partisan crowd to its feet.
That's one way to end the first inning of the national championship. Carillon Sultans go 3 up, 3 down, but not without an exciting play at first base as we continue on We Digital.
Will Brewer had 10 pitches in.
Right out of the break, we get to see the unbelievable stretch out by the first baseman from the Windsor Selects, Cannon Gale, and giving a charge to his bench and the crowd here at Lacoste Park.
Yeah, Brady Papineau went the other way on an outside pitch. Cannon Gale played the line perfectly. Here we go.
Well, half holding the runner, obviously. Made his job quite easy. Once he fielded the ball, it was there was no way he was going to be able to get back at first.
So secondary lead there.
Second for the Windsor
There's a
Selects.
great shot of it.
The catcher, number 22, Lucas Laprise.
And that's just one of the incredible defensive highlights that we've seen this weekend, too. A number from the Windsor Selects come to mind immediately, but it's the kind of plays we've come to expect here this weekend.
One after another.
At the plate now is Lucas Laprise, the Selects catcher, number 22, bats from the right side.
As we've mentioned before, he's out of Wallaceburg. Also a hockey player, about 3 years of junior experience.
The 0-1 for Martin. That ball is hit sharply to the shortstop. Lagasse out is recorded at first base. 1 up, 1 down here in the second.
And that was blistered. It's a much tougher play than
Shortstop number 11.
Lagasse made it look.
Sawyer Pace.
Actually caught a bit of a bad hop and got his glove down in order to get Laprise at first.
Stepping into the batter's box now is number 11, Sawyer Pace, the Windsor Selects shortstop, left-handed batter. Martin works the windup. Pace shows bunt, doesn't pull it out. He pulls it back at the last moment, and they call it a ball.
Pace hitting just 250 coming into the championship, but has been clutch in certain spots this tournament.
Strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
Pace with 4 years of scholarship ball down in the States.
The 1-1, fouled back. Deflects off the catcher. I think maybe on his left, off his left arm, perhaps. He seems to be okay, though.
Some extra time given, granted by the plate umpire. Pace has played at places like Tusculum in Tennessee and Bellarmine, which I'm sure may or may not be a household name, but these are top baseball schools down south.
The 1-1 for Martin on Pace. Inside, chopped away for a foul ball. Pace steps into the batter's box. It's going to be 1-2. There's a shot up the middle for Sawyer Pace. Tracking it down and collecting the out is Brady Papineau. Had to veer about 6 strides to his left before he settled down and made that out.
Sam Shepard.
Yeah, there was enough loft on it for him to have plenty of time to get underneath it.
Stepping into the batter's box now is number 12, Sam Shepard, left fielder for the Selects. Ball low for Martin. Shepard, we've seen him make a number of sterling plays in left field this weekend. The 1-0. And there's a shot to left field that drops in front of the left fielder from Manitoba. Powers, and we have one man aboard here with 2 out in the top of the second.
Yeah, not great contact. Kind of got it towards the handle, in the lower part of the barrel, but it was enough to lift it over the infield and in front of the left fielder.
Stepping into the batter's box, number 34, Cannon Gale, the first baseman who just made that sensational play at first base.
Yes, the Leamington native and St. Clair College.
And the pickoff attempt is going to lead to a rundown. And the umpire will record the out. Sam Shepard gets picked off at first base, and that will end the half inning. Some of the highlights from how these two teams got here.
Start with the selects first. This is in their win over Sarnia.
For Windsor in the top of the
Great
second,
defensive play by Pace, as you see, coming across the
There were
diamond.
no errors and no runners left.
This was a Ryan Lee home run over the gap in, over the big fence in
The
right
big
center
wall,
there.
the big wall.
Another home run. This is the 10-9 game that
Connor
Windsor
Martinez, 32 pitches.
and Sarnia played on Thursday. And that ended up in a walk-off. This was the Windsor versus Tecumseh game on Friday night.
This is their
This is that play from Sam Shepard that we were talking about against Dartmouth.
there's Dreger finding his way off the scoreboard.
So we've seen a number of fantastic plays throughout the weekend from the Windsor Selects. And it's a big reason why they ended up in the national championship game.
We've talked about their experience level on that bench, and if not with the Windsor Selects specifically, it's with a lot of their post-secondary ball down south. And obviously, most of this team is coming back from their national championship victory in Dartmouth last year. So a lot of confidence. And I would say this too, in our interactions with the Manitoba roster, see much the same kind of vibe from that bench too. Very confident group, and this is how you can best display your talents.
Yeah, they've been all business this weekend. As Powers steps into the batter's box. Called first strike. The 1-0 for Will Greer, or the 0-1. This one is sliced foul down the third baseline. 0-2. Time has been called as they get the ball back in from foul territory. The 0-2, Will Greer working fast on Ryan Powers here. Laprice setting up outside low. Greer. Right on targets, fouled by Powers to stay 0-2.
Powers from Beausejour, Manitoba. He's competed for Okanagan College out in British Columbia for the past 4 years.
Greer, the 0-2. Breaking ball, jams Ryan Powers. Sawyer Pace goes into the shallow outfield to collect the out. Bit of a jam job there.
Designated hitter
Good
number
job by
26,
Greer. Good job by Greer.
Dayton Christensen.
Powers was batting .438 coming in too.
Big out there to start the bottom of the second. Stepping to the plate now, number 26, Dayton Christensen. He is the designated hitter. Ball inside, nearly hits Christensen. The 1-0.
From St. Adolphe, Manitoba.
Christensen fouls it off the mask of Laprise. To bring the count even, 1-1.
Christensen batting .400 coming into this championship game. No extra base hits, but does have five RBIs.
Greer delivers, and another jam job. Sawyer Pace allows it to drop, then fires it to first for the outs. What a play, Sawyer Pace, for the second out of the second inning.
Yeah, that ball was a jam job, and they're going to have to find a way to deal with that, but it almost had backspin as it traveled into shortstop.
30,
and actually
Joe
kicked to the
Flett.
right for Pace. He had to kind of move to his right, bare hand, and throw all in one motion. As you see the umpire retire the out.
Nice pick from the first baseman as well, Hannon Gale, to get the second out, as Joe Plett now enters the batter's box.
Gale can be a bit of a picking machine over there.
First pitch is knocked over to Pace. He's not going to get him in time. That ball went under Brady Campbell. Pace was there to back him up. He still gets the throw off, but he just narrowly.
Yeah, it had that chopper had a lot of air on it, as you see here. Once the third baseman, Campbell, could not cut it off. It was a very difficult play for Pace to pick it up. He did his level best to kind of get it there, even on one hop, getting some help from Gale, but the speedy Plett was able to get through first base.
That'll bring Jackson Penner to the plate, the Carillon third baseman, with Joe Plett at first. Will Greer got to be cognizant of the run game here.
Penner at .357 average coming in.
Ball inside.
No extra base hits. And looking for a second RBI if he can get one in the gap here.
The 1-0 for Greer. Checks the runner, pumps, and delivers. This one's going to be cracked out to left field. It's going to drop. Runners will go station to station. And with two outs, there are two aboard here for the Carillon Sultans.
We got a little business working here.
Stepping to the plate, number 44, Mike Lindsay, the first baseman.
Lindsay.
Penner's from Steinbach, which is the Carillon neighborhood of Manitoba.
Greer with 2 men aboard. From the stretch, pumps, delivers, swung and a miss by Lindsay. And it was Lindsay who hit the game-winning sac fly in the round-robin game between Manitoba and Windsor.
Yeah, in the bottom of the 8th, after scoring the international tie-breaking run in a walk-off.
Play to the left side of the infield, it finds a gap. Stepping up and making a throw immediately is Sam Shepard. And after 3 singles, or 3 hits, bases are loaded here for the Sultans.
Bases are juiced. Some success here going the opposite direction, the non-power side. With that tailored fastball and left-handers coming up, that's a good way to take care of business for sure.
2 outs, bases loaded here, bottom of the second. Cedric Lagasse, the shortstop. Called strike on the outside corner.
Batting .286 coming in. Does have a home run though, with 2 RBIs.
The 0-1 for Greer. Working from the windup. Gets the sign. That breaking ball falls in for a called strike 2.
Lagasse not guessing breaking pitch on that offering. Will have to be tough with 2 here if he wants to try and score a run for his team.
The 0-2, and stepping off is Greer to stop the advance from Plett.
Please.
Ball high for the 1-2.
Cedric Lagasse plays with Williston State College in Williston, North Dakota.
He's got a 1-2 count and chops it back to the screen. Foul ball. That'll keep the count at 1-2 for Cedric Lagasse. And speaking of that round robin game, it was Lagasse who hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 7th to tie that game against the Selects in the round robin, which they eventually won.
Must have been a great game. We missed it. We were here at Lacoste while that was being played in Woodsley.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Will Greer lets out a roar, and the Windsor Selects get out of a big jam here at the bottom of the 2nd. Good pitch sequencing from Will Greer there to get the final out.
Bottom of the 2nd, no runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left.
Now let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Carillon Sultans and how they got here. Of course, they finished the round robin 4-1. Only loss coming to Dartmouth to start day 2. These are some highlights of their game against Sarnia, which was part of a 2-0 start on day number 1 with a back-to-back.
Big fly and a big bat flip.
Carillon Sultans have been hitting all weekend. That was Wheelgosh that had the home run there. These are some highlights of theirs against Halifax. This was a diving catch that we saw. Yes, that started day 2. And that was Brady Papineau, who was player of the game against Sarnia for his hits and his defensive efforts, as we see some shots of the crowd here at Lacoste Park. Obviously a very important weekend for this baseball park, Ted. What does it mean to see this kind of support from the community for this national championship?
Well, first off, it's a great baseball community, and obviously when the community comes out to support at this level, it's fantastic to see that a facility like this can bring everyone together, and obviously some great entertainment value too for them. Well, I don't know if the pitchers are going to find enough room in the bullpen down there because the crowd is overflowing into the bullpen, but hopefully they can get a little space if they need to warm up.
We'll mind that situation as it develops.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
So Cannon Gale stays at the plate here because Sam Shepard was picked off on the baseline with a nice pickoff move from Connor Martin. And he starts with a strike on Cannon Gale. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. Gale chasing that one. Now he falls to 0-2.
Kind of chased on that second offering after probably looking at a ball that he disagreed with, but he's handling it well.
Swing and a miss. 3 straight pitches and a strikeout for Connor Martin. 1 down here at the top of the 3rd inning. Stepping up to the plate now, number 13, the 3rd baseman, Brady Campbell. Called strike for Martin.
Campbell, as we mentioned before, is playing with Brock University in the OUA.
Swing and a miss from Campbell. 0-2.
He's hometown from the Kitchener area. Majoring in kinesiology at Brock University.
The 0-2. Chopped back to the screen. Foul ball. Connor Martin has an 0-2 count on Brady Campbell. Goes through the windup, pumps the leg, delivers. Outside, ball 1.
Penner at 3rd base for Carolina is a little tight. He's actually playing right on the baseline, choosing not to play traditional back to take away some extra hits. We'll see if that pays off for him.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
But he's in great position to receive Lagase's throw around after the strikeout.
Designated hitter number 23.
2 strikeouts to start the
Andrew
third inning
Sleeman.
for Connor Martin. And now getting his first at-bat of the game, number 23, Andrew Steinman, the designated hitter today.
It's actually Sleeman.
Sorry.
No worries. I know that.
Yes, you should.
He's from St. Clair College. Played
Andrew
last
Sleeman. Pardon me, Andrew.
former batting champion with the Saints in the OCAA.
You know what? I was looking at 19, Brody Steinman.
Yeah.
That's how I got it. It'll happen.
Cross you up.
Looking at the subs. So Andrew Sleeman with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Chops it, and it goes past the third baseman, Jackson Penner, for a single. And from the 9 spot, Andrew Sleeman gets on base with 2 outs here.
Not full duty for Sleeman throughout the championship, but in 11 plate appearances, he's
Second
batting
baseman
.500
number
coming
1,
in, and
Cohen
slaps it by
Merritt.
Penner at third, who I said is playing a little shallow, just choosing to be a little tighter. I'm not sure if that's just he wants to take away some of the throw he has to make across the diamond because the grass will slow down the ground balls, and this is a speedy lineup.
Cohen Merritt at the plate. Ball high for Martin. Cohen Merritt, the second baseman, number 1, as Sleeman will take a lead at first base.
Sleeman very cautious at first.
Martin throws over to keep Sleeman honest.
Martin with the look-away move, as all good left-handers would do to first base. Sleeman is experienced enough not to fall for it, and also is just barely off the base at first.
The 1-0. Ball low. 2-0. And if he does want to make a pickoff attempt, there's probably a couple hundred first base coaches out here that's going to tell Sleeman to go back.
You'd think that would help. I've coached first, I've been picked off of first, and every time someone yells, it's usually after you've been picked off.
Ball high, 3-0. Martin falls behind on Cohen Merritt.
It's about the same what happens when I shank my tee shot and I yell 4. By the time someone might hear they hear me yelling 4, it's usually on top of them.
The 3-0 pitch. Ball high. 4-pitch walk for Connor Martin. And that will just draw a quick visit from the catcher as 2 men are aboard here with 2 outs in the top of the third as we see a beautiful shot of Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh. Beautiful drone footage via our crew there. Fantastic job, guys. As Ryan Lee steps to the plate with 2 men on, the left-handed batter will battle with Connor Martin. Lee with the high fly ball. Trying to chase it down is Papineau. He settles under it and collects the third out.
Great hustle by Papineau. Made a long run there to ensure he snared that fly ball.
Windsor threatens but do not score. We'll be back with the bottom of the third after this.
For Windsor in the top of the third, no runs on 1 hit.
Welcome back. U22 Canadian Baseball Championships here on We Digital. The Carillon Sultans are going to go up to bat. Windsor Selects just had 2 men on with 2 out. They threatened, but they were unable to score.
See some of the Detroit skyline footage from our drone. Not quite catching the new Gordie Howe Bridge span that just opened a few weeks ago.
Yes, have you been over it yet?
I have not. I have not needed to get over to the United States in recent weeks, and I know lots of people are taking advantage of not just their car, but can walk it and bike it these days now.
Yeah, walking and biking is free. I did go over it just before the tournament. I took my kids to Cedar Point, and it was very, very nice.
It's brand new.
Well worth the decades-long wait. As we start the bottom of the 3rd inning here, Will Greer throws inside for ball 1. Greer from the windup. Wheel Gosh at the plate, fouls it 3rd base side, out of play. So this lineup turns over here for the Carillon Sultans. Cody Wheelgosh, their leadoff man, will start this inning. Wheelgosh, Legacy, and Papineau, the scheduled batters.
Really enjoying the pinstripes from the Sultans today. It's a great look.
Ball high. Here's another great look.
Yeah. Beautiful neighborhood park here at Lacoste.
The 2-1. Wheelgosh slices one into left field. Coming in about 5 or 6 steps is Sam Shepard. He records the out, and Wheelgosh is retired.
Catcher number 34, Cal Legacy.
Cal Legacy, the catcher, number 34, will step to the plate. As Will Greer will work the mound with 1 out.
Greer just about 32 pitches for his outing thus far.
I believe the count is 47 for Martin through 3. That pitch falls in for a called strike on the inside half.
Yeah, as long as the pitchers are faring well, the only one that matters is the 115-day cap.
The 0-1 is slice foul, 0-2.
We already have the lights on here at Lacoste Park. A little hazy today, not dark by any stretch, but the Tecumseh Thunder Baseball Club sparing no expense to ensure that the play can be at its highest level with as many sightlines as possible.
The 0-2 on Legacy. Swing and a miss, strike 3. I'm really enjoying the pitch sequencing from Will Greer right now.
Yeah, as you mentioned, when you say sequence, it's just the setup pitches that allow for the out pitch.
Yeah.
Whether that's weak contact or a strikeout. So you might see pitches go working in on the right-hander and then finish with something away or something up and then finishing down or vice versa. So as you mentioned, great job by Greer in setting his up these players.
Ball on the outside half. Of course, Lucas Caprice is playing some role in that as well.
Yeah,
in this game from behind the plate.
He's like a Michael's frame back there. He knows what he's doing.
The 1-0. Hit out to left field by Papineau. That's going to drop in front of Sam Shepard. 1 man aboard with 2 outs. And this is just what Brady Papineau has been doing all weekend long, just hitting and getting on base.
Yeah, you know, if something falls in left field, you know it's well placed, because if Shepard couldn't get to it, it was in a spot no one can probably get to it, because Shepard does patrol left field very well out there.
The left fielder, Ryan Powers, steps to the plate with a man on first. Will Greer checks the runner, works from the stretch, pumps the leg. Called strike on the outside edge.
Good frame by Laprice, coaxing a strike out of the plate umpire.
The 0-1.
Powers really up on the inside part of the batter's box now.
That ball is belted fouled on the left field line.
Does a great job clearing the hips and getting the barrel out in front of him, because that's a pitch working in on him. As we mentioned, Greer's ability to kind of have that tailing fastball in on the righties can be problematic. Really incumbent upon the hitters on the right side to clear the hips and get the barrel out in front. Otherwise, they're going to get weak contact off the handle.
Just taking a moment to ensure that the ball is removed from foul territory. It went all the way up the left field line and right near the home run fence.
I'll have to get a number on that Sultans player who's making the long run to the corner.
He's done 2 or 3 of those already.
Well, he's loose then.
He's my man. He's a real MVP. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Will Greer retires the Sultans at the bottom of the 3rd inning here. We'll send it down to Alexa Mognon in just a few moments. We're at 0-0 here between the Windsor Selects and the Carillon Sultans in the U22 Canadian Baseball Championship game from Tecumseh, Ontario at Lacasse Park. Let's send it down to Alexa.
I'm here with Coach Bernacki of Windsor. Coach, you are the defending champs. How much does that experience help going into a game like this?
It means everything. The guys knew what they were up against from preseason to now, so they were ready for this coming in. They just had to get to this game, and they're as prepared as they'll ever be. So.
And you're not the host, but this has been a home crowd today for you. How much does it mean to play in front of that much support?
Again, something we talked about back in January and February, that to get the opportunity to play in front of a home crowd is something that you rarely get. So, get to that game and you're going to have all the support you need. It's a big deal for them.
Thanks so much, Coach, and best of luck. Let's go back up to the booth.
Fantastic interview by Alexa Mognon. Great questions.
Yeah, outstanding. And it's great to get, again, we've been able to pull off these interviews field side with the managers and coaches from the teams. Really appreciate their cooperation in doing such, because this is great insight to what's going on with these clubs, and as you mentioned, all the way back to January, February. So talk a little bit about the pitching matchups to this point. Greer's thrown nearly 40 pitches. He's spread out 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 K, while Martin has, through 3 innings, has just 2 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts with 47 pitches, and both pitching fairly well with great defense behind them.
There is some movement in the Selects pen, but it seems to be preliminary as we get a shot from Nash Dreger on the opening pitch of the 4th inning. And Nash has been hitting the ball very well all weekend.
He's got a hot bat. You got to be careful some of that doesn't get on fire.
22, Lucas Laprise.
Hit a home run yesterday in their final game against Dartmouth, and adds a single here to lead off the 4th inning. Sets the table for Lucas Laprise, the catcher, number 22, step inside the batter's box. Martin works from the stretch, pumps the leg, delivers. Laprise, center field. Chasing it is Papineau. It's over his head. It's going to fall to the wall. Going from first all the way home is Nash Dreger, and we've got our opening run of the national championship. Laprise crushed this ball.
He put a charge into that one. No mistaking, to the deepest part of the ballpark, traveling about 400 feet to that spot. He's also batting .417 coming in.
And on
his first extra base hit of the championship, though.
He chose a good time for it. Back-to-back pitches. The Windsor Selects
Shortstop number 11.
belt him in the outfield and get themselves a run.
And Dreger on his horse. He can move.
Sawyer Pace steps into the batter's box with a man on second. 1-0 lead for the Windsor Selects. And Pace shows bunt. Unable to successfully complete the play.
Don't know if that was a drag attempt or a sacrifice. I think the Sultans were expecting a bunt, but he did square late. That is the difficulty sometimes, is you want to make it a surprise, but you got to make sure you get it down.
The 0-1. Low pitch. 1-1.
May have been a drag all the way, because I did not see him square around for the sacrifice on that. corners are pinched. Middle infield is alerted here.
Martin swinging a foul ball from Pace. Bring the count to 1-2.
No bunt forthcoming now with 2 strikes against Pace.
Important. No outs here, top of the 4th, after the RBI double from Laprice scores Dreger from first. The 1-2. Pace punches it to the left side of the infield. Completing the play at first base is Penner to Lindsay. He is out at first base. Laprice advances to second. Minor contact here along the base paths.
Yeah, he was really just chopping and slashing at this. He put it in play, high chopper. Third baseman Penner comes across, but the throw goes up the line. And as Lindsay's making the catch, his Pace is coming through at the same time. Fortunate, doesn't look like anyone's hurt, but at the same time, we want to make sure we're checking on guys.
So Lindsay just getting some attention, because he also looked like he attempted the tag at the same time in case his back foot did come off the bag.
Well, I just think that's the point at where he needed to catch the baseball, and so if
it was just there.
It just happened to be timing, and you have to have courage to play first base, and there's some decisions to be made as it relates to where you want to catch the ball and where the runner is bearing down on you. I think he's going to be okay, just taking some extra time.
Fielder number 12, Sam Shepard.
So the sacrifice is successful. Laprice moves from second to third. That sets the table for Sam Shepard, the left fielder, with a man on third here.
And Carolina's not going to concede this run. With 1 out and Laprice on third, they're in tight.
Ball high for Martin. The 1-0 for Shepard with Laprice on third. Shepard belts one foul along the first baseline. Here's Martin. Pitch count in the 50s now. Got a 1-1 count, 1 out, 1 man on here in the 4th. Ball sails high.
Shepard just a couple of hits to the championship so far, but he's looking for his 3rd RBI of the tournament. It's a big run on third in this situation. If he lifts one to the outfield, either through sack or a hit, he'll get Laprice home.
2-1. Check swing. They'll peel it down to first base. No swing. 3-1. Now on Shepard. For Martin. Working from the stretch. Pumps, delivers. Ball outside, he walked him. Sam Shepard draws a walk. And now 2 men on in the 4th inning for the Windsor Selects. I'm gonna bring up the first baseman, Cannon Gale.
First baseman number 34.
Who's been known to lift the ball to the outfield.
Gale.
Yeah, he can do the job. He's an all-star player for St. Clair Saints. He knows his way around the diamond. Changes the situation here now with first and third. Middle infield will slink back for a double play opportunity. Corners will still remain in.
The 0-0 inside, 2 inside, ball 1. Sam Shepard at first, Laprice on third. Cannon Gale at the plate. The 1-0. Pitch inside once again. 2-0. So Martin already has picked someone off along the bases. So Windsor being conservative as he throws one over.
Hope to see if he could get Shepard falling asleep over at first. Definite hitters count for Gale at the plate.
The 2-0.
Laprice will be in motion here.
Line drive is caught at second base by Cody Wheelgosh.
Outstanding. It's hit on the button. Wheelgosh had to elevate to get there. I'm sure we'll get a shot of this from the We Digital crew, but hit on the button by Gale. That's headed for the gap. Wheelgosh takes it away. That could have been not just one run, but two.
And he's a big man. He went up and got that one. So we've got some bodies headed to the bullpen for the Carillon Sultans here. Foul ball as Brady Campbell goes to the plate for his second appearance today.
Wheelgosh, the Beausejour native.
Pitcher warming up is number 37 of the Carillon Sultans, Colson Smith.
I have seen some of the crowd clear out of the Sultans bullpen, which means there is activity. Smith, a right-hander from St. Andrews, Manitoba.
Swing and a miss for Brady Campbell. So first and third, 2 out here, top of the fourth. Windsor cashed in a run earlier. Ash Dreger led off the inning with a hit, and Lucas Laprice hit him home from first. Campbell. So Martin throws it over to Lindsay. Keep Shepard honest. Laprice still at third. The 0-2 for Campbell. Ball high. 1-2. Good discipline from Campbell there. Not bite on the high heat. Count is 1-2 for Brady Campbell. Connor Martin looking to get out of a jam. Runner going. Ball high. The catcher pump fakes to try and get Laprice to bite off of third. Sam Shepard with the stolen bag.
Shepard went on first move against Martin. Martin had no intention to go over first base, but the catcher, Lagasse, had no chance. All he could do was fake.
Men at second and third, 2 outs. Count is 2-2. Martin pumps, delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Connor Martin with a wipeout pitch. The Selects draw first blood. They threaten, but they do not score more. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth here in the Junior National Championship on We Digital.
We know there are a lot of choices for business today. We know how to get your brand out to the masses. We would like you to think of us first when it comes to digital advertising. We have a direct connection to the online social media marketplace. We have thousands of hours of broadcast experience to help you share your message. We know Windsor Essex. We know who is looking for you. We are We Digital.
Welcome back to Lacasse Park, the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. The Windsor Selects drew first blood by scoring a run in the top of the fourth inning. Carillon Sultans now will try to respond. Well, we talked about it just a moment ago, Ted. A good job by Manitoba to get out of the inning without giving up more than one run after, back-to-back hits to start the inning and a man in scoring position with no outs.
No doubt, and anytime you can see a separation of a couple runs, more than just one, it's going to be, a big deficit in a game where runs are a commodity, and you don't want to give up too many because you don't want to get too far behind. I'd be very surprised if this game is more than a 3-2 victory in either direction. Pitchers are working well.
Will Greer still on the mound for the Windsor Selects. It's a hot shot right up the middle by Dayton Christensen to get on the board here. Opening pitch of the fourth. Belted right up the middle by Christensen.
Right fielder number 30.
And with men on the bases, stepping up is now Joe Plett, the right fielder, number 30.
Greer had to make a business decision there.
Yeah. Bunt. Unable to be pulled back. Strike on the plate. And as we've seen over the course of the whole weekend, Manitoba can play small ball and big ball.
Yeah, they can beat you a number of different ways. Plett's been very good for them all weekend.
Shows bunt, pulls it back prior to the pitch. Greer sends it up high. It's 1-1.
Still expect to see a square here from Plett.
The one ball is outside. 2-1.
Good discipline by Plett. Making Greer work for it. Greer's not trying to give him something too easy to bunt. But you also have to run a defined line of throwing strikes because he's now behind in the count.
Plett gets the bunt down. Chasing it and unable to make the play is Greer. A perfect bunt by Joe Plett. Gets him on the bases. And 2 men on now for Carillon with no out.
Yeah, it's interesting bunt coverage. They were going to have Greer work the first base side and have Gale stay home. Second baseman was covering second. Not sure if they got their signals crossed or what, but a great push bunt by Plett, either realizing the coverage rotation or just plainly knowing that he could outrun Greer to the ball.
So 2 men on, no out here, bottom of the fourth, and the action in the Windsor Selects bullpen is heating up. Will Greer will face Jackson Penner. He shows bunt. Penner right up to the pitcher's mound. He will go to second, and he's safe. Joe Plett slides in ahead of the ball.
With contact, too. He went hard, late slide. Came through and caught pace.
And the Carillon bench is fired up. Back-to-back bunts. Penner puts it right up to Will Greer. He'll turn, fire it to second. He's safe by about a half step.
Boy, that was an interesting play.
That was really, I couldn't really tell if he was going to have a play at first base either.
Well, here's the complexity of this. Is Penner's bunt was actually not down either baseline. It's directly back to Greer.
Yeah.
So now Greer has options. He could wheel, throw to third possibly. He could take the easy out at first, but chose, I think, one of the tougher plays, which was second, possibly hoping to get a double play. But I don't think that was going to be possible in this situation. Here nor there, late slide. Now catches pace on the way through. No malicious intent. I just think he was trying to be safe at the bag.
Yeah, his momentum carried him past the bag.
Correct.
Mike Lindsay steps to the plate now. Bases juiced. No outs. Bottom of the fourth. Greer. Ball high. And we've got arms warming up in the Selects pen.
The big man, Lindsay, looking for his third hit of the tournament and his third RBI or more.
The 1-0, chopped foul.
So this is the jam of jams.
So Christensen at third, Plett at second, Penner at first. Dayton, Christensen got it going with a single. Plett and Penner got aboard via bunt. Mike Lindsay at the dish. Late swing from Lindsay. Be the second strike. Level the count. I'm sorry, 1-2.
So Greer's looking for pop-outs or strikeouts.
Outside pitch stays outside, 2-2. Infield fly would be in effect here.
Definitely.
Number 21, Gavin Campbell, is the body warming up in the Selects pen. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Will Greer with a big K for the Selects. 1 away, bases loaded.
Lindsay not tall enough to get to that outside tailing fastball from Greer. Big punch out for Greer in that situation.
And Bernacki will come out to give Will Greer a visit. The last time they were out, they were checking on Sawyer Pace. Does that count as a mound visit?
No visit to the mound.
So this would be their first of the inning.
Correct. Umpires are on top of this. They've got 4 on the field for this championship final, and certainly they would know about this being a first or second visit. Could just be checking on the defensive alignment, giving some encouragement to Greer to get through this, or just giving the bullpen a little extra time.
Yeah, 1 pitch away from getting out of a jam. Will Greer will work with 1 out, bases loaded, in a 1-0 game. At the plate, the shortstop, Cedric Lagasse, the 9-hitter. That ball chopped foul. Greer with a 1-0 count on the Carillon shortstop. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think Lagasse has already been a victim of the strikeout today from Greer. But ball and play is paramount for the Sultans at this point.
The 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Will Greer with a 1-2 count. Strike 3, got him looking. Cedric Lagasse not happy, but Will Greer caught the top rail there for strike number 3.
As you talk about pitch sequence, you went low and away with the breaking pitch, but they went to the high bar, maybe up and in a little bit. Surprised Lagasse to the point of a strikeout.
So this will turn the lineup over. Cody Wielgosh, the leadoff man and second baseman, is the next batter. So with bases loaded and 2 outs, Will Greer will get some daps from his teammates and his coach and lead the game after 3 2/3. A good job by Greer after starting this inning by allowing 3 men to get on board to lock down the next 2 outs via strikeout. So that's the final line. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits against, no earned runs yet, 5 Ks.
Yeah, and he will be responsible for the runners that he's left on base. Should they score? We'll talk a little bit about the young man that's come in, and I imagine the Selects had this plan all along to keep the game split up. And obviously you're in a very tight contest, and so you're going to unload your best pitching at this point, especially in a high leverage situation.
Yeah, I think, so Campbell wearing number 19 today. Right-handed pitcher from Windsor, Ontario. Born in 2007, so he has not had his 19th birthday yet.
Still a young man.
3 weeks away from his 19th birthday. So how important, I mean, that previous mound visit from Bernacki to Greer, with Cedric Lagasse being the 9 hitter, do you think a lot of that conversation was, hey, last batter, let's go get him, and we'll pick you up after that?
No doubt, and they just talked situationally about where they're at in the lineup, and obviously possibly a tip about how to pitch him or where to pitch him based on their scouting report, or based on the way that they pitched him last time in the previous outing. So lots that goes into those quick conversations, but I mean, at the end of the day, I just think it was calming the young man down for at least one more batter, knowing full well he had good defense behind him, and that we had his bullpen behind it to help pick him up.
Gavin Campbell, the new pitcher, still warming up. He will inherit 3 base runners.
Yeah, not the way you want it, but it's the way it is sometimes as as a pitcher.
Some coaches of mine back in the day say this is just all about character building.
That's right.
Putting you in these jams is all about character building. You're going to build some character today, they would say.
Campbell pitched both Thursday and Friday, 3 innings total. He's got the win in Thursday's game.
So on a critical junction, Gavin Campbell takes the mound, works from the stretch with bases loaded. And he gets a called strike on the inside corner.
In just his 3 innings of work, he's got 6 strikeouts this championship already. No runs against in his previous outings.
The 0-1 to Wheelgosh. Campbell misses high, ball 1. Wheelgosh 0 for 2 today. He's been very successful at the plate this weekend with a 1-1 count. Campbell misses high, 2-1.
Just lost the handle on that breaking pitch. Fallen slightly behind here. Wheelgosh definitely capable of causing trouble in this situation. He's got 6 RBIs so far in the championship.
The 2-1. Wheelgosh pops it up to the pitcher's mound. Collecting the out is Gavin Campbell. The Carolina Sultans threaten, but they do not score. They load the bases with no out. The Windsor Selects shut them down as we end the 4th inning. A critical junction there as we see.
Just got in on the hands a little bit. Wheelgosh tried to lift it, and the pitcher, Campbell, wanted to call off the catcher.
All right, let's send it to Alexa Monod for a dugout interview.
All right, I'm here with Coach Mayer of Manitoba. Coach, this is the final stretch of the game. How are you going to capitalize on keeping your group focused?
Well, we just missed an opportunity there with the bases loaded and no outs, but we still have 3 at-bats. We knew this game wasn't going to finish 0-0. We've only given up 1 right now, so I'm still confident in our group. We still got a lot of at-bats, a lot of game left to make something happen.
You went into this with the best record, so how will you have your group step up in this final stretch?
Well, they've been doing it all year. We talked yesterday, they don't panic when things aren't going their way, so even though they're down right now, there's not a care in the world for our guys. We know we can get some runs.
All right, thank you so much and best of luck. Let's go back up to the booth.
Good conversation with Don Mayer. Interesting time to get an interview after, getting 3 men aboard and being unable to secure a run. Some coaches might be a little upset at that time.
100%.
Composed.
Full credit to Coach Mayer and being gracious in that situation and allowing for Alexa to have a few words, because I know I'd be kicking stuff around the dugout.
Yeah. A critical junction of the game. Windsor makes a pitching change. Gavin Campbell picks up a huge 3rd out. And after loading the bases, the Windsor Selects record 3 strikeouts to negate any damage whatsoever in a 1-0 game. Connor Martin still on the bump for the Carillon Sultans. Ball outside as Andrew Sleeman, the designated hitter, in the 9-hole, takes strike one. Check swing, appeal down to first. Ball one. Sleeman 1 for 1 today. Check swing once again. No appeal down to first, ball two.
That was a much closer check swing.
That's what I thought too.
Appeal I thought was coming.
Sleeman takes the outside pitch and fouls it away. 2-2. Top of the 5th inning here, Connor Martin. The 2-2. Sleeman fouls off another pitch. The 2-2 after the foul ball. Martin works the windup, pumps the leg, delivers. Ball sails high. Loads the count up, 3-2.
Good at bat by Sleeman here. Another experienced player.
The 3-2. Called. Third strike. Breaking ball caught enough of the plate for strike 3. And Sleeman is retired.
The slumped shoulders is the body language that you can understand. Felt like somebody swiped his lunch.
The lineup turns over. Number 1, Cohen Merritt, the second baseman, steps into the batter's box. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Martin. Foul tip, strike 1. Ball catches the outside edge for a called strike.
Well, I would say that it's been a gracious strike zone most, if not all, the game. And so that's a consistency that the players, and unfortunately the fans, are going to have to get used to. And as long as it stays in that regard, I don't think there should be any complaints.
Ball high. And to be fair, Martin has been working the outside part of the plate on right-handed hitters all game.
For sure.
He's caught a number of those.
And then I would submit that it's been both ways.
Absolutely.
No reason to think it's one way or the other.
The 1-2, Merritt fouls behind the screen. The 1-2 after the foul ball. Merritt steps to the plate. Ball high. 2-2.
I do appreciate a gracious strike zone for a
too.
couple of reasons. I think it allows for pace of play to continue. It allows the batters to think, be aggressive, because I've got to, protect the plate, and certainly that puts the ball in play more. And I think that's a good thing for baseball. These tight zones are very difficult to work with.
Another foul ball to the screen for Cohen Merritt.
I think that if you're a player or a fan, no one wants to see a procession of players and walks around the bases.
Yes.
Where the batters are more inclined to take. Free swinging situations are better, and it's better for the game.
7th pitch of the at-bat, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, high heat, fools Cohen Merritt, and he goes down on strikes. 6th strikeout of the game for Martin. That'll bring up Ryan Lee to the plate, left-handed hitter, playing in center field today, number 28.
Over 80 pitches for Martin to this point in the 5th inning. Some discussion here. Not sure what it is. The umpire actually called time. I think he had something to get rid of.
Maybe a necklace or something.
It's possible.
Maybe it fell off, or
It could have been.
could have been anything. He was trying to put it in his pocket.
Could have been his gum.
His chain
His
broke.
chain
It was.
broke.
I did get it.
There you go.
Strike one. To Ryan Lee. Martin. The 0-1. That ball fouled off the leg of Ryan Lee.
He'll feel that for a bit. He'll walk it off. My assumption is it will not hurt his speedy play.
He had the game-winning hit in the 10-9 win over Sarnia on day one of the championships.
On an infield hit to the first baseman.
Yes, beat the play. 0-2. Martin outside edge. Call it third strike. Seventh strikeout of the game for Connor Martin. The Sultans go to the bottom of the fifth, trailing 1-0 to the Windsor Selects. You're watching the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital.
It's a story. Every moment matters. The question is, how will your audience experience it? At We Digital, we transform live events into professional broadcast experiences that engage audiences anywhere in the world to help boost your events in venue production value. From sporting events and tournaments to concerts, corporate conferences, award galas, and community celebrations, we bring technology, expertise, and creativity to make your event shine in person and online. Our multi-camera productions capture every angle, every reaction, and every defining moment with the quality audiences expect from major broadcast networks. Need instant replays, sponsor integrations, lower thirds, scoreboards, statistics, or custom animated graphics? We've got you covered. Want to showcase your venue from above? Our live aerial drone coverage delivers breathtaking perspectives that elevate your production. Whether your audience is across town or across the globe, our reliable live streaming solutions ensure they never miss a moment, either on our channel or yours. Free to view or behind a paywall, we can serve your needs. From planning and production to streaming and delivery, We Digital serves as your complete broadcast and production partner, allowing you to focus on your event while we handle the rest. Professional, reliable, creative. Quality production for events of any size and location. We are We Digital.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fifth inning coming up in the U22 Canadian Baseball Championship game from Tecumseh, Ontario. Windsor Selects leading the Carillon Sultans from Manitoba 1-0. Gavin Campbell on the mound for the Windsor Selects. Was ball high on the opening pitch of the bottom of the fifth. At the plate, number 34, Cal Legacy, the catcher for the Sultans.
2-3-4 in the lineup for the Sultans.
So Campbell came in at the end of last inning with bases loaded, 2 men out. He gets the strikeout to Wheelgosh. That brings Legacy to the plate. 2-0 the count.
It was a pop out.
Propo, yes. That's right.
Actually back to himself, jammed him.
Sorry.
No worries.
Greer got the 2 previous strikeouts.
Correct. No worries, but
bases loaded with no men out.
we've seen a lot of outs this week.
Oh, yeah.
In various fashions.
2-0. Or 3-0. That's called strike one. Katzen catching the outside edge. Legacy steps in. 0 for 1 today. The Sultans catcher. 3-1 count. Strike 2 as Legacy had already put the bat down to go down to first. Not sure if the umpire appreciates that.
Again, expectation of gracious zone.
Yep. Now Legacy calls time as he composes himself.
Campbell, one of those pitchers, even with outrunners on, prefers more of a stretch look to his delivery.
The Priest sets up the low strike zone. Swinging, strike 3. Campbell punches out Legacy for a big first out at the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up number 68, Brady Papineau, the center fielder. Single already today, 1 for 2 total. With Ryan Powers on deck, the cleanup hitter.
Although scoreless, Sultans have had 6 hits. Just spread them out and haven't had the clutch hit.
Ball high for Papineau. Papineau slices that pitch foul. 1-1.
Papineau, as we've mentioned in the past, Valley City State University in North Dakota player. Actually spent 2 years there, batting .252. A couple home runs, 54 RBIs, and about 97 games played.
High fastball. Fouled out of play by Papineau. Count is 1-2 on Papineau. Gavin Campbell working ahead in the count. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. But LaPriest will have to complete the play at first for the second out of the 5th. So a drop third strike. LaPriest has to complete the out at first, and Windsor has 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring Ryan Powers up to the plate, number 10, the left fielder. With 2 outs here in the 5th. Outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Ball low. Trying to catch the bottom rail there. That pitch catches the outside edge for a called strike. 2-1. Campbell from the stretch. Lifts the knee, drives to the... Oh, nearly hit him. Inside pitch. Bring the count to 3-1.
Good hitters count for Powers here. Selects are straight up and actually pinching the gaps a little bit in the outfield.
Fouled back to the screen. We'll run the count full, 3-2.
Powers is right on that pitch. When you foul it mostly straight back to the backstop, tend to have a pretty good eye on it.
The 3-2. Breaking ball swung on and fouled the back.
Great courage by Campbell, throwing a off-speed breaking pitch at 3-2. Any pitch, any time, as they say. Keeping Powers on his toes, not knowing what to expect now.
3-2. Fouled back once again. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat.
Powers seemed to have strained his neck a little bit on that swing. working it out. I'm sure the young man will be fine as he chokes up for this 3-2 offering. If he goes off speed, I think he might have a chance.
The payoff pitch. Swung on and hit into left field. Sam Shepard will collect the out. The side is retired and we'll go to the top of the 6th. You're watching the U22 Baseball Championship on We Digital.
For Manitoba in the bottom of the 5th, no runs on, no hits. There were no errors and no runners left.
As we'll look at the standings one more time here. As you can see the two teams that are in play right now, Manitoba 4-1. Windsor worked its way into the gold medal final with a 3-2 record. Sarnia faced off against Halifax, both at 2-3, and Halifax took the bronze earlier today. Tecumseh and Dartmouth played in the 5th place game, with Dartmouth coming out ahead also with 2-3 records. Again, lots of calculator play as the Baseball Canada crew had to figure out the tiebreaker procedure as it related to all those tied teams and the positions 3 through 6, but all came to where it needed to. As you can see, today's schedule and results. Dartmouth won 6-0 over Tecumseh this morning at 10 a.m. and then Halifax in the bronze, taking home some hardware, 6-5 over Sarnia. And here we are with a dandy of a ball game at 1-0 as we work into the 6th inning. Martin still working, spinning a gem for the Sultans. I'm sure they expected nothing less. As we see the Detroit skyline in the far distance here from Lacoste Park and our drone in Lacoste Park. Beautiful neighborhood area. Glad to say I grew up in this area. St. Pius Elementary School next door. Go Pacers. We see Dreger lead off the top of the 6th here for the Selects. Called strike on the outer edge. Lead off the at-bat.
Number 77,
Penner really playing tight at third base for the Sultans. Just a little bit too far outside that offering from Martin as the count moves to 1-1. Dreger collects himself and steps back in.
Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Dreger scored the lone run of this game so far. He singled and then was belted in by a double from Lucas Caprice. Watches the ball inside on that pitch. Bring the count to 2-2.
Martin approaching 90 pitches in this game.
Late swing for Dreger. Fouls off the pitch. Count remains 2-2.
And again, as long as he's working well, should maintain his status as the pitcher of record.
We see some action in the pen for Manitoba, number 37, Colson Smith. We noted him moving to the pen during the 4th inning when they were in all that trouble.
Well, I think it took him a couple innings just to get all the people out of the bullpen so he could get some space. Now he's actually taking some warm tosses.
And there's a whole audience watching him warm up here as we get a shot back up to the mound. Martin will calmly flip it over to first to collect the first out. First out is recorded for Dreger after a lengthy at-bat. Back up to the mound. Nice left-handed toss over to the first baseman. And that might be the end of the day, and it is. He gets the handshake from the manager. Connor Martin exits the game. 1 run, 4 hits, 5 1/3 innings pitched and 7 strikeouts for Connor Martin. Another gem for him today.
The outstanding performance by the young man. I think he ends up with 90 pitches total. And his line is intact, right where it's at. 4 hits against, just the 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. As we start to see number 37, Colson Smith. He fought his way out of that bullpen with this capacity crowd. So originally from St. Andrews, Manitoba.
Going to work from the right side here as opposed to Martin, who was a lefty.
Right-hander. Previously at South Suburban College, but this past spring was competing for Cumberland University. Had over 43 innings pitched in 22 appearances.
Manitoba, number 37, Colson Smith.
As Smith
with a 2-2 record.
Smith continues to warm up here. The Sultans will get some rest. See the infield gathering here to take a little respite. Of course, these gentlemen have all played 5 games over the weekend. This will be their 6th. As we see some of our young fans in attendance here, enjoying the ballpark as intended. What would Bert Lacoste say about this?
He'd be beaming. I think he'd definitely be beaming about this situation here, and this is what it's all about. Just so you know, Cumberland University is in Lebanon, Tennessee.
The catcher, number 22.
That looks like a tasty treat.
Laprise.
Drumsticks.
The drumstick. Can't be doing that to me.
Bring one up, young man. I'll crush it during the next commercial break.
I believe that's one of the Jersey boys.
Okay.
I know that young man.
Lucas Laprise at the plate for the new pitcher, Colson Smith. First pitch is high for a ball. One gone here in the 6th. Right down Main Street, strike 1. So Laprise has the lone RBI today on a double in the 4th. Outside pitch, ball 2. Smith pumps the leg, delivers. That ball is hit out into left center field. Brody Papineau back at the wall, makes the catch on the warning track. It's a loud out for Lucas Laprise and hits it pretty similar spot to where he hit it last time, as we see a replay of Colson Smith.
Number 11, Sawyer Pace.
Papineau was cool and collected. Went back easily like he was just another walk in the park. Fielded it nice and easy on the warning track.
1 foot onto the warning track.
Can of corn.
2 outs gone in the 6th. Sawyer Pace shows bunt. Ball 1. Sharp shot up the middle. Lagasse flips it over to first, records the 3rd out. Colson Smith comes off the bench and gets 2 outs here to close out the 6th inning. We'll see this replay.
For Winter in the top of the 6th.
Sawyer gets quick out of the box, but Lagasse has it all the way. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 6th right after this.
Careers in sports and entertainment are unique. Income isn't always predictable, neither is residency, nor the window to build long-term security is much shorter.
When you're traded, there's no 30-day notice. The team that was once your competition becomes the team you call home. We make that transition seamless.
Success during your career can translate into financial freedom long after your career is done with the right guidance and planning.
Our role is to help protect what you earn today to make it last a lifetime.
Welcome back, fans. Some family fun and entertainment here at Lacoste Park. It's the Junior Baseball Championship game for Canada on We Digital here from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. We've got the Windsor Selects up 1-0 over the Carolina Sultans from Manitoba. Manitoba batting in the bottom of the 6th inning here.
Dayton Christensen.
And Dayton Christensen is at the plate, the designated hitter. Gavin Campbell still on the mound for the Windsor Selects. Swing and a miss, strike one on the high ball offering from Campbell.
Some high heat from Campbell.
Campbell from the stretch. Pumps the leg. Strike two on the outside edge. Christensen had the single which started the bases loaded situation for the Sultans in the bottom of the 4th. They were unable to score, and that keeps the game at 1-0 here. Ball high and outside, just barely outside.
Laprise could not bring that back to the frame.
About a half ball outside. The 1-2. That pitch breaks late and nearly hits Christensen.
Not sure if Christensen's upset with himself for not staying in there and taking it off the helmet, or just giving himself a shake. Get himself reset.
He's leveled the count at 2-2. Campbell delivers. Fouled back to the screen by Christensen. Bottom of the 6th, no out. Leadoff man, Dayton Christensen, with a 2-2 count. Campbell. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Got him twice with high heat during that at bat. Seemed like anything that came down below the hands was trouble a little bit.
Number 30,
Campbell
Joe Platt.
the punch out.
That'll bring up Joe Platt to the plate, the right fielder, number 30. Got on board in the 4th inning via bunt. Ball high and outside.
About an hour and 45 minutes into the contest right now. Low scoring, which means the pace of play has been pretty good, but this is a championship final and they are weary.
Called strike one.
Right down the chute.
Platt. 1-1 the count. Campbell sets, delivers, swung on and fouled back.
And fastball working in on the hands of Platt. All he could do was foul it off.
One out here in the 6th inning. Joe Platt, 2 for 2 today.
Again, straight up defense in the outfield. This must be a selects kind of ploy.
Chopper to the 3rd baseman. Brady Campbell picks it. Flips it over to Kanan Gale, who records the out.
Great job by Campbell coming in on that ball. It's a tougher play than it looks. He comes to get the short hop, and then on the run makes the flip. Gets his help from Gale at first with the bringing up dirt
Third baseman
with that
number
catch at first.
24,
Good scoop
Jackson
at first. Good play from Campbell at third. 2 outs gone in the second inning. Or sorry, in the 2 outs gone in the 6th inning. That'll bring up number 24, Jackson Penner. He also reached via bunt in the 4th inning. And a strike one for Gavin Campbell. Penner plays third base for the Sultans. Campbell. Swing and a miss on the outside edge. 0-2 for Penner.
Normally you'd see an outfield in this situation with 2 outs and nobody on and no doubles defense, but
Swing and a miss, foul tip. LaCrease holds on. And Gavin Campbell with some big pitches mows down the Sultans to end the 6th inning. We go to the top of the 7th here at the U22 Canadian Baseball Championship game between the Windsor Selects and the Carillon Sultans here on We Digital.
There were no errors and no runners left.
Careers in sports and entertainment are unique. Income isn't always predictable, neither is residency, nor the window to build long-term security is much shorter.
When you're traded, there's no 30-day notice. The team that was once your competition becomes the team you call home. We make that transition seamless.
Success during your career can translate into financial freedom long after your career is done with the right guidance and planning.
Our role is to help protect what you earn today to make it last a lifetime.
Welcome back, folks. Top of the 7th inning here in the Canadian Championship game for junior men's baseball. The Windsor Selects, the defending national champions, with a 1-0 lead in the top of the 7th.
would not have thought it would have held up to this point, but here we are. Teams have been sitting on 6 and 4 hits for more than a couple innings now.
Colson Smith on the mound. Starts with the ball low.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Windsor Selects, left fielder number 12, Sam Shepard.
Sam Shepard at the plate for the Windsor Selects. Ripped on and fouled back to the screen. 1-1.
Shepard all over that offering.
The 1-1. Ball low. 2-1. The 1-1 pitch. Inside. The 2-1 pitch is inside for 3-1.
Selects would like nothing more than to get their lead off on. Try and see if they can move them around for some insurance here. See if Smith can hold them off the paths.
Strike 2.
Outstanding pitch. Again, great courage. That's not a fastball where it's just ease it over the plate. That's an off-speed pitch. Throwing it for a strike can be difficult at times. Great command.
The 3-2. Smith sets. Swung on and fouled back. Shepard reaching over to foul off that outside pitch.
We'll see if that fastball was a setup for something more off speed here. Catcher Lagasse. See what he's calling. Moving on the inside target.
And he walked him. Sam Shepard. Second walk drawn today. That'll bring up Cannon Gale.
Shepherd can move, and I expect Gale to be thinking sacrifice along with head coach, third base coach, Chris Soulier of the Selects. But Shepherd can move, and he may just want to steal the base outright. We'll see what happens.
No out, one man on here. Cannon Gale, right-handed batter at the dish. Smith checks the runner. Palms deliver, showing bunt is Gale. Right to the pitcher, he will fire it for the first out. The sacrifice is successful. Gale advances the runner to second base.
It's good baseball. That ball wasn't right down the line. It was right back to the pitcher, but I think because Shepherd runs so well, he got a good read on that ball on the ground first. He was easily in at second. Now he's in scoring position with one out.
Brady Campbell.
Brady Campbell at the plate now, number 13, the third baseman. Right-handed hitter. Ball inside.
Conservative lead by Shepherd at second here, but will do well to have a good secondary.
Shepherd with a good lead on second. Campbell fouls it off. Brady 0 for 2 today. We have seen him as a pitcher as well over this tournament. The 1-1. In on the hands, fouled back.
Welcome the viewers from across the country, specifically in Manitoba, who may or may not have been able to make the ride out to Ontario. If you enjoy the broadcast, you can always like and subscribe. We Digital Productions, a fantastic job here of providing the coverage for all the games at Lacoste Park of this championship.
The 1-2. Smith checks the runner. Lifts the knee. Delivers. That is belted out to left field toward the fence. One hopper off the fence. That's going to score Sam Shepherd from second. And a stand-up double for Brady Campbell. Doubles the Windsor Selects lead. Time is called. And Campbell got a hold of that one on a 1-2 pitch.
That excites the crowd certainly here, and obviously the bench and dugout for the Selects. Campbell put a charge into this one. Powers seemed to look like he had a beat on it, was using crossover steps as he tried to get back to the warning track versus turning tail and running straight away, but by the time that ball landed, it short hopped the fence, and now Campbell's on second and in scoring position again.
Ball low. Andrew Sleeman at the plate now, the DH. That is the first hit of this game since the top of the fourth inning.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a beat.
Smith checks the runner, rises, delivers to the plate, fouled away.
Sleeman a little bit off balance there. Again, with Campbell on second, Wheelgosh, the second baseman from the Sultans, has to be aware and trying to keep Campbell honest at second base. Leaves a bit of a hole on the right side. I don't know if Sleeman's trying to punch something in that direction, but he is known to hit the ball to all fields.
Smith to the plate, ball low. Took a long look at the runner at second base, Brady Campbell. Misses low, 2-1 with one out here, man on second for the Windsor Selects. That ball hit and bobbled by Lagasse at short. Brady Campbell almost set a screen there. Might have messed with the concentration from Lagasse.
100%, and that's the complexity of that situation. And I wouldn't say that's the best base running by Campbell in that situation, because he should not have been moving on a ground ball to his right. But he chose to kind of stutter step and then almost block the field of vision. Can't interfere with the fielder, obviously, but at the end of the day, he's staying on third. It's first and third now.
One out. Going to bring up the leadoff man, Cohen Merritt, takes a ball outside. Sleeman at first, being held by Mike Lindsay. Brady Campbell on third after advancing. Smith checks the runner. Ball outside. Brings the count to 2-0.
Advantage Merritt. He'll be looking for something sweet over the plate. If Smith serves it up, expect Merritt to be hacking away.
Merritt takes the first strike.
Maybe a little bit low for Merritt, but looked pretty good from here.
Smith's been working the bottom of the strike zone. With first and third looking to induce a ground ball here. The 2-1. Ball low once again. 3-1. Want to thank all of our viewers for texting in, letting us know how everything looks and sounds. We appreciate the feedback. The 2-1. Ball low. The 3-1, pardon me. He walks him. Cohen Merritt will take the free pass. And that will bring up the center fielder, Ryan Lee.
There was 2 outs on the scoreboard. Now they're back to 1 out, which obviously is correct.
So the only out recorded was the sacrifice.
Correct.
From Gale.
From Gale, yeah.
Ryan Lee up at the bat now after a quick little infield consult between the infield pitcher and catcher. Trying to go over defensive assignments here.
Well, you'll see the Sultans come all the way in here. There's a couple things that work against them in this situation. They can't sink back up the middle.
Yes.
Because Lee runs too well. The opportunity to have a double play on the infield up the middle, going second to first with Lee running out of that box up from the left side is near impossible.
That's a balk.
We're going to get a visit from the manager of the Sultans. He's going to want clarification as the umpire explains it to Smith. And I think they're going to get him for a lack of pause or coming to set. There's 0 chance this is going to get reversed, as the plate umpire emphatically called it.
So Brady Campbell scores from third. Sleeman goes from second to third. And Cohen Merritt goes from first to second.
Now they got 3-0. Really slowed down there for you. In real time, it can be a little bit more apparent as to whether or not there's a pause in the action with the set.
So men at second and third, 3-0 Windsor leads after the balk advances the runner from third to home. And that was prior to the first pitch of the at-bat. So
true.
So 1 out, 2 on here for Ryan Lee.
Nothing changes for the defense. The Sultans are all the way in.
Ball low. And now with a 3-run lead.
There's definitely blood in the water for the Selects here. At this point, all this, these insurance runs that are sitting on second and third are really can add to their.
There's Lee with a single into right field. Sleeman will score. Going to the plate and scoring is Cohen Merritt. The Windsor Selects take a 5-0 lead in the 7th. Ryan Lee punches the single past the second baseman and cashes in 2.
Good hitting by Lee on the drawn-in infield. I don't think that would have got through if the infield was back, but here nor there. As you can see, Wheelgosh is really in tight. Really no chance on that ball. He would have had to be in dead pull or much deeper.
Nash Dreger fouls off the first pitch of his at-bat. So Lee at first, still only 1 out for the Windsor Selects. And now their number 3 hitter at the plate.
I'm surprised if they try to move Lee. He's got no lead at first, so they're going to be cautious.
Smith checks the runner, pumps the leg. Runner is going. Safely into second is Ryan Lee.
And that was from what I would consider an awful lead off first, which just goes to show you how fast Lee's foot speed is.
So man on second, 1 out for Nash Dreger. Smith leans in, shakes off a sign, checks the runner, checks once again, pumps, delivers, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Strike 3.
Pardon me, strike 3 indeed.
No worries.
Dreger is retired. It'll give the Sultans 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And the cleanup hitter, Lucas Laprise, will step to the plate. RBI double in the 4th.
Catcher number 22.
He went to the 1-0 lead.
Lucas Laprise.
Colson Smith checks the runner at second. 2 outs here. Called strike on the outside edge. Laprise 1 for 3 today, including that RBI single. Smith, late swing from Laprise. Fouled back. 0-2 for number 22.
Laprise in a big hole. Sure doesn't want to be the last out of the inning.
The 0-2 for Laprise. Smith sets, checks the runner. Pitch is high for ball 1.
Good waste pitch or setup pitch. See if Smith can make that work for him.
The 1-2. Smith glances at the runner. And Laprise goes off the glove of the pitcher Smith. He collects, records the out at first, and that is the end of the 7th. Down to the last outs here. The Carillon Sultans will have last bats here in the bottom of the 7th as we see the final out of the 6th inning.
Good job by Smith composing himself to get that out.
All right, we'll take a short break. When we come back, the bottom of the 7th of the Canadian Championship in Junior Men's Baseball on We Digital.
7, 4 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left.
Welcome back, folks. Those are some of our young fans in attendance for the Canadian National Championship here from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Thanks for joining us on We Digital Productions. If you like what you've seen, like, subscribe, comment, let us know where you're watching from and how much you enjoy the broadcast. Thanks to our entire crew for all their efforts all weekend long. It is a large group effort to bring this to you folks, and we hope that you are enjoying it. Mike Lindsay will lead off to start the 7th inning. Lindsay, Lagasse, and Wheelgosh, the scheduled batters. Ball outside for Gavin Campbell to begin the bottom of the 7th. So Windsor up 5-0 here, adding 4 runs in the top of the 7th. There's a called strike on the outside edge. 1-1. Campbell working from the stretch. Right down the middle, called strike 2. The 1-2 on Lindsay. Strike 3 called on the outside edge. Gavin Campbell with a big punch out here to get 1 out in the 7th.
Campbell can pitch with confidence at this point with a 5-run cushion. He can't be hurt with one swing of the bat at this point. He can pitch to contact, really work the zone. We'll see if that changes here with the last few outs.
The shortstop, Cedric Lagasse, steps to the plate. Number 2 for the Carolina Sultans. Strike called on the outside edge. 0-1.
Pulling for the young shortstop to see if he can get himself on base in some fashion. Been a tough game for him so far.
Swung on and popped up. First base side. Cannon Gale will back up and record the out. 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th.
And at this point, you're going to see the selects really get up on the top rail of that dugout. They can taste it.
And I can't say enough about getting out of that bases loaded jam with no out.
Yeah, that was certainly a point in the game where Manitoba could have either blown it in their direction, and unfortunately it didn't at all go that way. And I'm sure they'll be kicking themselves tonight if this is the way the final score stays.
So that'll bring up the leadoff man, Cody Wheelgosh, to the plate. Number 35. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th of the National Championship game. Looking to get something started for the Sultans. Campbell. Swing and a miss for Wheelgosh. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, Wheelgosh 0 for 3 today. Ball low. The Priest will take his time throwing it back. We're going to ask for a new ball, actually. The 0-1. Campbell working from the stretch. Lifts the left knee, delivers to home plate. Swung on and fouled up the first base line.
Wheelgosh, such a good hitter, come in. For him to go hitless today would be very surprising.
1-2.
On the ropes though. He won't go down without a fight.
1 pitch away from a national championship. Gavin Campbell sets. Lifts the left knee, delivers to home plate. Swung on and fouled. Out of play. Wheelgosh staying alive here, one pitch at a time.
A lot of chatter from the selects on the diamond, encouraging their pitcher. See if they can get him across the finish line here.
The 1-2. Campbell sets, rises, delivers, ball inside, 2-2.
Difficult moments. You can really see the shortstop really trying to encourage his pitcher. The nerves associated with this moment in either direction are very difficult to overcome. Wheelgosh really composing himself before he steps into the batter's box.
The 2-2 for Gavin Campbell. Gets the sign. Sets, rises, delivers. Ball high, 3-2. Cody Wheelgosh has worked himself into a 3-2 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Windsor with a 5-0 lead.
All the players trying to maintain their focus, trying to just remind themselves that it's a game of catch. Pitch and catch.
Gavin Campbell will lean in, take a sign, sets, rises, delivers. Lost him. Ball high will walk Cody Wheelgosh.
Interesting pitch selection at that point. I think the ability to throw a breaking pitch for a strike in that situation would be more difficult than, say, just the garden variety fastball down the middle, because ultimately you can't get hurt by a swing. But we'll see another batter.
Stepping to the plate, Cal Legacy, the catcher, number 34, right-handed batter. Wheelgosh will advance to second with no throw.
Defensive indifference, because as we talked about, that run doesn't mean anything.
Campbell, the 1-0. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Bring the count to 1-1. Legacy 0 for 2 today. Man on second, 2 out for Carillon. Campbell, 1-1. Checks the runner, rises, delivers to the plate. Strike on the top rail, outside corner. Legacy doesn't agree. The 1-2 coming up for Gavin Campbell as he holds for a beat as Legacy steps into the batter's box. And Legacy steps out, takes time. Campbell with a 1-2 count. Sets the throw. Swung on and fouled back.
Campbell now over 50 pitches.
And these at-bats are just reflective of what we've seen all weekend from the Sultans. They're just working themselves into every count that they can.
Yeah, it's a never say die attitude, obviously, and you want to find something you can handle. So you foul off, hopefully, the ones you don't like that you have to swing at. See if you get something you like later on.
The 1-2, Campbell glances at the runner, lifts the left leg, delivers to home plate. Swung on and hit into center field. Ryan Lee backing, makes the catch! And the Windsor Selects are the junior national champs. Back-to-back for the Windsor Selects U22 Canadian Championships. This one in front of a hometown crowd. And capped off with a fantastic play in center field by Ryan Lee.
Yeah, he went all the way back to the warning track to get that ball. And as it should be, Lagasse did a great job of staying alive and still put a good swing on it. Full credit to the Windsor Selects in their season and certainly their national championship back-to-back. And full credit to Manitoba and their bid to become a national champion. And hopefully they'll be back to fight again another day, as will all these young men.
Yes, Manitoba will be the host site of this tournament next year, from what I've been told.
So we'll give thanks and certainly appreciation to Tecumseh Thunder Baseball Club and for their efforts in pulling off a class national championship here at Lacoste Park. And out in Woodsley, at the secondary facility. Again, great thanks to the crew here at We Digital for providing the footage and audio and video and all the things that go in with the tech side of this amazing championship. Lots of hardware to be unloaded. We're going to be sending it down to field side with Alexa Mognon for the player of the game interview.
In due time. As we see manager Al Bernacki got a lot of messages when I was telling people I was doing this game and saying that the Selects were in the national championship. Said, is Al Bernacki still the manager? Oh, he was the manager when I played. Guys like Anthony Gaudette, Brad Bussey, all those kind of guys reaching out and
very cool,
talking about their experiences with Al and how excited they were. And I said, oh yeah, we're doing the national championships. Like, I played in that back in the day. And now the Windsor Selects can say they are back-to-back Canadian champions in men's junior baseball. I believe we're going to send it down field side for some announcements for our local MPP. This is Andrew Dowie.
Dowie, correct. He threw at the first pitch, as you recall.
He did.
An amazing courage doing it from the pitching rubber.
Yes. I could barely do it, and I was a pitcher.
Yeah, good for him.
So player of the game awarded to Gavin Campbell. He did a great job coming in relief.
Rebel Bats providing the player of the game awards.
3 1/3, no hits, no error, no earned runs, 5 strikeouts. All right, let's send it down to Alexa Mognon with our player of the game.
All right, I'm here with the player of the game. Congratulations on winning player of the game and a national gold medal. How are you feeling?
Oh my God, it feels amazing. You know, like playing with these boys for numbers of years, and finally be able to win biggest event of the country. You know, it feels amazing and super happy for us.
How much has this tournament meant to you and to your team?
I mean, back to back, like it feels great. You know, now we're just on to trying to do it another time for a three-peat.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to go back up to the booth for a highlight reel.
Thank you very much. Alexa? Here's that play that we saw earlier from Cannon Gale, the unassisted double play on the line out. We've seen some fantastic stuff this whole weekend. This is the big double that scored the opening run
from Laprise.
Which scored.
Georgia coming around to score after his hit.
And we thought that might be the only run that we see today.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Actually, we got more runs.
Here's a nice. Let's send it down to Alexa for another interview.
Hi, I'm here with Coach Bernacki of Windsor. Coach, back-to-back national champs. Congratulations. Talk to us about your journey and what it means to your team.
It means everything. I mean, from, like I said, you know, from the time we started this season, their goal was to try and get a chance to repeat, which is so hard to do because everybody's shooting for you. And, you know, we got the best performances all year from this team when it mattered most. And today was no different. Our pitching was everything we waited for all weekend. It was outstanding. Our hitting was timely. Our defense was great. It was the storybook end.
What have you learned about your team this tournament?
Not a lot. I knew they had it from the beginning. We saw it all year. We just had to keep leaning on them to bring it out and be their best. And like I said, whenever the pressure came, this team found a way to do it all year long from May through now. So there was nothing surprising about it. It wasn't necessarily expected, but they were just outstanding. There's just nothing else to say.
Congratulations again, Coach.
I appreciate it.
All right, we're going to go back up to the booth. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic interview, Alexa. As we see some of our highlight plays from this
Wheel gosh, getting upstairs.
This is a critical point where they switched it to Gavin Campbell. He came in and shut things down, earned player of the game. And the Windsor Selects win their second consecutive national championship with a 5-0 victory over the Carillon Sultans of Manitoba. Full credit to our visitors from Manitoba, and full thank you to our viewers from outside of the Windsor-Essex area for tuning in all weekend long. Thank you for your likes and subscriptions and comments. And it's been our pleasure to present the 2026 U22 Canadian Championships to you. As we see a few more plays here. It's been my pleasure, Ted. It's been a pleasure working with you. It's been a pleasure working with everyone here at We Digitals. And we're going to wrap it there. This has been the U22 Canadian Baseball Championships on We Digital. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time from Tecumseh, Ontario.